using technology to launch this because it will go out on social media to reach more people than would have actually been the case in a traditional, more limited space. Of course, all of these measures are because of the coronavirus epidemic that we are dealing with, and we have to maintain as much social distancing as possible, and we are in a restrictive phase. The launch today, ladies and gentlemen, is a proud moment that will revolutionize scholarship administration in Ghana and beyond. I must say that it is a bold step, and indeed we are proud to celebrate the ingenuity of our Registrar of Scholarships, whose vision has led to this innovation, supported by his very hardworking staff. And let me take this opportunity to acknowledge the efforts of all our local IT firms who are championing the government's agenda to go paperless in service delivery by helping develop IT systems for our MMDAs. Actually, when you look at what is happening, this government, since over the last 3 years, has been pursuing an agenda of digitization. And when you look at digitization, it is really a practical manifestation of social distancing, right? This is the technological side of social distancing, because once you digitize processes, it means you are reducing the human interface. So if somebody wants to sit from my hometown of Pirga near Wale and apply for a scholarship, they don't have to get up and go to Accra, they can do it. Someone wants to sit in Mumini camp and do that also, they can do it. They don't have to come and get in the face of people and try to apply for these scholarships. So in the technology space, digitization really is social distancing defined, and government has been pursuing this agenda of digitization, and of course today, in the context of the coronavirus epidemic, this digitization agenda is proving extremely useful. We are very, very lucky to have put in place some of these systems, and we are putting in place some of these systems so that, for example, someone can sit in their home and through an ECG mobile application buy units and don't have to come out to look for vendors, for example, and buy units for their ECG meter, or make payments to people through mobile money because of mobile money interoperability. We have paperless port system. The DVLA process is very automated and has therefore brought about a lot of social distancing, passport applications, registrar general, and so on. There's so much that the digitization agenda has brought. Just last Wednesday, we launched the Universal QR Code and Proxy Pay, led by the Bank of Ghana, and we have seen the Universal QR Code almost as the last mile in our payment system process, and we're trying to make a secure, convenient, and low-cost financial services available to the vast majority of people. So the Universal QR Code, which will be, of course, implemented across the country, will bring about interoperability across all telcos and across banks and between banks and telcos. So if someone pays you money electronically, you don't need to go and cash it out. If even the cocoa seller or the YK seller has a QR code, and you can use it to buy, or the trotro, you can use it to pay, or you go to a shop, any shop, and you use it to pay. And this is what we are doing with the Universal QR Code. And thanks to the Ministry of Finance, next month, are we in April already? No, we're not in April. Next month, government government is launching the Ghana.gov. Ministry of Finance is leading this effort, and we are beginning the process of bringing all MMDAs on a single portal, which will also include the scholarship secretariat in good time. So we're bringing all the MMDAs on a single digital portal to be able to offer government digital services online. So we'll begin with a number of MMDAs next month, including GRA and passport office and so on. So so that we get a one-stop shop for government services. So there's really a lot of progress that is being made and that is being made in the area of digitization. And as we battle the coronavirus, we're going to find that this is very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scholarship Secretariat, since its establishment in 1960 as an extra ministerial body under the office of the President, has operated below capacity in its traditional bricks and mortar setting. The Secretariat was housed in an old bungalow, which was actually quite unattractive for any meaningful business and suffered a lot of infrastructural deficits. The registrar has just told you that 3 years ago, the whole Secretariat, Scholarship Secretariat of the country, had just 2 computers and a printer. So you can see the efficiency with which work was done. But today, after 3 years, we are going digital, which means that a lot of the work will be computer-based and so on. So thanks to the vision of His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who in the course of 3 years has succeeded in transforming the Secretariat by not only providing the required infrastructure, but more importantly, a modern accommodation conducive for official work. During these times, ladies and gentlemen, government sponsorship opportunities were perceived, and perhaps rightfully so, as the preserve of politicians and those well connected in government. In fact, you can say there was very little transparency, and everything depended on who you know. That was the nature of doing it. And one of the benefits of digitization is that it brings transparency, right? It brings transparency, it shines a light to the process. And so if you take an aptitude test and you fail, you can't bribe the computer. you have failed. You're out, in that sense. So you can't say, "Me power chop, let me go." It's done, So the digitization brings a lot of transparency in all of this. And so shortly after the assumption of office in 2017, the President instructed the Scholarship Secretariat to decentralize its operations to increase access and eliminate inconvenient experiences of Ghanaians in accessing sponsorship opportunities, specifically those from the hinterlands. So for many people from our villages, if you needed a scholarship, you have to get up from your village and get to Accra and hope that somebody will listen to you in the office, and it was very, very difficult. So the President asked for a decentralization of the processes. So in line with the strategic directive of the government, the Secretariat initiated processes aimed at increasing access and ensuring transparency in its scholarship awards administration processes. This culminated into the piloting of the award processes at the regional levels in 2018-2019 academic year, and narrowed the process down to the metropolitan, municipal, and district levels in the 2019-2020 academic year. The period witnessed significant strides or achievements in the increase in scholarships awarded to Ghanaian students pursuing higher education in the tertiary institutions, both public and private. More than 30,000 Ghanaian students in locally accredited tertiary institutions benefited from the scheme in 2019-2020 academic year. For the 2020-2021 academic year, Scholarship Secretariat and Get Fund has made a provision of 80 million Ghana cedis to cater for the students in local tertiary institutions. By this, the number of beneficiaries is expected to increase to about 70,000 students relative to the 30,000 in the 2019-2020 academic year. From 30,000 to 70,000 students. This is more than 100% increase, and it's very, very significant. And it's that we are bringing in more people to access scholarships, and therefore, focusing on education as a priority for this government, trying to make sure people from less endowed backgrounds also have access to education. Today, ladies and gentlemen, in line with the President's vision to digitize and formalize government delivery processes, we are launching the online scholarship application and administration system. Someone is trying to break distancing protocol. Anyway. So today, in line with the President's vision to digitize and formalize government delivery services, we are launching the online scholarship application and administration system. The digitization of scholarship processes has come at the appropriate time when the world is faced with the coronavirus pandemic, which has temporarily shut down almost all our social institutions, specifically to mention the education sector. Most tertiary institutions have devised measures to introduce virtual learning to ensure academic progress. The new scholarship administration system will allow applicants to apply for a scholarship during these times of virtual learning. The new online scholarship application and administration system will help to eliminate the inconveniences that applicants experience seeking government sponsorships, and also help the Secretariat in proper and efficient administration of scholarships in the country. And most important for us is to ensure increase in accessibility regardless of where you are in the country. Distinguished invited guests, accessibility means that every Ghanaian child, irrespective of their social, religious, or ethnic background or political affiliation, must have access to good and quality education as mandated by Goal 4 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 4. With this new system, this new scholarship administration system, government is seeking to ensure transparency in the scholarship awards, and by this, the risk of corruption will be reduced as all workflow regarding scholarship application will be streamlined. And that workflow, because it's digital, can easily be audited. Where every application can easily be audited. Again, the new system will provide accurate and reliable data on scholarship beneficiaries, as well as tracking their academic progress. And the whole process, and it's good that the sort of linkage between the scholarship secretariats and all the embassies and so on, so that validation, that if you come and say the scholarship secretariat has given me a scholarship and therefore I want to travel, they can check immediately to see that in fact scholarship secretariat has awarded you that scholarship, and so there's transparency, there's accountability, and it's very, very good in terms of the data and its reliability. So we're able to also as well as get the reliable data on scholarship beneficiaries, we're also able to track their academic progress as well. So beginning April 1, 2020, in just 4 years, any applicant will be able to conveniently apply for a scholarship from the comfort of their homes and receive an instant feedback on the status of the application. So you don't have to worry now as to where is my application. You can tell it's at this stage of the process. So you have 4 easy steps. You open the web address www.scholarshipgh.com, right? Scholarshipgh, GH for Ghana. Scholarshipgh.com. You open it and you create an account to register. It will ask just for a few details, your name and so on, to register. Then you complete the application form and upload academic certificates and transcripts. Then you complete an online aptitude test and be scheduled for selection interviews in your district. You don't get up and come to Accra. First of all, you do it, and as the registrar said, the training across all the districts has taken place. So once the selections for interviews are made, you'll be interviewed right in your district. So you are not putting so much cost on applicants and inconvenience. So then you will hear about the status of your scholarship application in due course following that. So at this juncture, I think then permit me to acknowledge again the visionary leadership of Mr. Kingsley Achiman, who have had many conversations with in this process of digitization of the said scholarship secretariat, and who has superintended over the strategic reforms of the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat with support of his team. He has a fantastic team at the Secretariat, and they've done a marvelous job in making this thing happen. It's a major transformation. It's a revolution in the scholarship application process and management system in Ghana, and it will really be very inclusive. It's a digitized process, and it will be very efficient, and we wish you the very, very best in the administration. And I entreat our stakeholders, especially the MMDAs, to embrace this new initiative for the benefit of Ghanaian students, especially the vulnerable. And I want to thank you all again for making the time to be here for this very small ceremony. But work must go on, and people have to apply for scholarships, even in this process time when we have restricted movement. So how will they apply for the scholarship? They can't come to Accra, but they can do it from their homes, even in this period of the restriction. And so we are giving people some instruments to be able to apply for scholarships even in this period. And this is why it's important that we launch this now. And I'm very, very grateful that you could make it. Thank you all. God bless all of you, and God bless our homeland. Thank you very much. I formally launch the Scholarship Award and Administration System. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the Vice President. Indeed, we are grateful. And today, my people back in our region, Boma, Tanokro, Sibonpai, can comfortably sit at their homes, just on their mobile phones, and apply to get government scholarship. We are most grateful to you, the Scholarship Secretariat, and the Registrar, Mr. Kingsley. Ladies and gentlemen, all too soon, we've come to the end of the first phase of the program, where the Vice President did us the honor to launch the online scholarship application and administration system. Because of the other equally important schedules of the Vice President, he may take leave of us, and in the second phase, the Registrar of the Scholarship Secretariat will take time to take a few questions from our friends and colleagues from the media, and also speak on other equally important matters. So at this time, Your Excellency the Vice President, the Scholarship Secretariat, and all of us are grateful to you once again for honoring this invitation. And shall we give a round of applause to the Vice President?
We will take a picture.
Some photograph.
Just before, but make sure there's social distancing.
So I think the Secretary to the Vice President will join. Social distancing. It's too close.
Yes, social distancing.
Okay. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Okay.
So, so let's quickly change the seat here and put Mr. Kinsley's seat there. Yeah, they are coming. The media guys. Yeah. No, wait. You just be here. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so.
Let's take it.
Okay. Set up.
All right, so are you okay? You okay?
All right. So, guys, sit. We need to get to the mic.
Media one.
Okay, so the understanding is that it's not going to be a Q&A,
That's all.
but I think you can come here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the registrar will take the time to speak on the whole online application and also clarify a few things that he deems fit to clarify. So it's more or less like an interview form, and then our friends from the media will pick it as such. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so Mr. Kinsley.
So, as alluded to early on, this is the first of its kind in the country. If I want to exaggerate, maybe in Africa, where a secretariat or an office which was bedeviled with a lot of infrastructural deficit has been able to make such a very monumental leap in its administration. It's an online application. With just a click of a button, you have access to scholarship. It's a 3-phase or a 4-phase procedure. You go online, www.scholarship.org. scholarshipgh.com. You open an account, you register, a few questions. On the average, it should not take more than 5 minutes to be able to go through the questions. One key feature about the questionnaire is that there's a column for guarantor, where the guarantor that you nominate must validate or verify, where a special code is sent to the guarantor's SMS, which you must feed into the system before the system allows you to proceed. This is so because these are more or less financial guarantees, and that if for any reason apart from accident or death, let's say if a person gets the scholarship and goes to school and misbehaves as a result of academic misconduct or general misconduct, your scholarship will be cancelled, and that whoever guaranteed for you will have to pay whatever amount that government has spent on you. It's again very important to underscore that anybody on scholarship, whether you have previously benefited or not, is required to go through this application process, because all our applications, all our scholarships are yearly renewable awards. So it means that if you're on the scholarship in this current academic year, from the 1st of April, you have to go get into the system and register and go through the various processes as you went through. Immediately you are done with the application, you'll be required to have an aptitude test. The aptitude test, the Professor SY Committee, Education Committee, set a pass mark of 50. You'll be required to answer 30 questions within a period of 25 minutes online. Very standardized like the usual SAT and GMAT that we have. There are two sets of aptitude tests, one for certificates, diploma, and bachelor's, that's the undergrad. And there's another set for postgraduates, masters and PhD. If you are successful at the aptitude test phase, you receive a notification to proceed to the district that you selected during the application process. If you're unsuccessful, you have the opportunity to try again, all within 2 weeks of the date of your registration. It is important to mention again that the registration period is between 1st of April and 15th of May. We work towards the ensuing academic year, which, all things being equal, is likely to start in September. And our programs are such that we want to be able to even pay those who benefit from the scholarship before the academic year starts. There's a special dispensation that will open up in September for the first batch of the free senior high school students. As for them, their portal will be open from September, because we know most of them, their admissions come in September. So a special dispensation will be open up for the free SHS, those who have the opportunity of being free babies from President Kufuor's time, who have benefited from free SHS under President Kufuor's regime. They also have opportunity to go through the system just like every procedure. Now, once you are done and you appear before the District Scholarship Review Committee, which is also very much automated, all the panel members, and this year we are having a 7-member panel, which is chaired by the MDCE, a rep from the traditional authority that is very dominant within the district, rep from an educationalist, either from a tertiary institution within the district or the Ghana Education Service within the district, the sitting MP for the district or the constituency, and 3 other members to be appointed by the Scholarship Secretariat. All these 7 people will score you, and automatically an average mark will be calculated for you, which will hit the national database. So if 70 or 80 million has been set aside for scholarship, we draw down. And the scholarship predominantly is for the academic facility user fee or the tuition fee payment of all accredited tertiary institutions in Ghana, whether private or public, any post-secondary school institution. The foreign component is also same. As we advertise in the Ghanaian Times and also on our website, GhanaScholarshipSecretariat.com, we've even advertised some schools in the UK. You first, under the non-bilateral foreign scholarship arrangement, you first will have to have admission into or from a university abroad. Then you go into the system and follow the same procedure. And validations are both important, whether local or private. For the local, all the tertiary institutions have been trained on their interface. So when you are awarded, automatically your details will populate into their systems at their various institutions. Then when we give our award, they will search and see if you are a student in good standing, and that if all the documents that are presented before the scholarship review committees were valid, then they will validate and make a claim on the scholarship secretariat. At this juncture, let me thank the system developers, Ocons Consorts Limited, Ocons Limited, who have done us a very great service by helping us to have all our ideas put electronically. So basically, or in a nutshell, from tomorrow, nobody should bring a manual application to our offices. In fact, if you bring them, it will be turned down. Process electronically, and that is the way we want to go. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a question.
Good morning. My name is Nyarko. I report for the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Please, I'd like to know, if I try and I'm not successful, can I try again? Is there an opportunity for people who try and they are not successful to keep trying? Thank you.
Okay, so you keep trying. You can try. You can only apply once within the academic year. So it means that if that you were not awarded the scholarship, then within the academic year you can't apply because the system will not even be open. The system will always be open to precede the ensuing academic year. So for 2020-2021, it is April to 15th of May. For 2021-2022, a date will be set and communicated to people to apply. So those who benefited or those who will benefit in the 2020-2021 that we are doing will have to renew their application, and they will go through a certain process, also electronic, to have their scholarships renewed for them. The aptitude test, you can try twice. If you try the first one, you are not successful, you have the opportunity to try again. If after that you are not still successful, then it means that you can't proceed, and therefore your application will be declined. Of which the feedback will be given to you immediately.
Sorry, does it mean that those who have already applied for scholarships and they have not been awarded have to go and do this process?
Yes, please. There are some who have gone to a certain level beyond application. I will inform them, and they will still have to go through the application because of the database that we want to create.
I think that should be all.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, and thank you everyone. I think that's the end of it. Okay? So we thank everybody. So henceforth it is scholarshipgh.com. Everybody is entreated to go online to apply for Government of Ghana scholarship. Thank you very much, Scholarship Secretary.